We are live. We are live. This is the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. Tonight, it is TNA Impact, and it is live from Brampton, Ontario. There's not a lot on the card tonight, but let's get into it. Like I said, this is the Wrestling for Life Network. This is another live stream. Tonight, we are here for TNA Impact, and it is broadcasting live from Brampton, Ontario, Canada. On AMC, we have the finals of the TNA Knockouts television title tournament. Tonight, we also have the fallout from lockdown. There's a lot to get into. I am not here alone, though. If you don't know who I am Anthony by Elegance, and that is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the man who puts the T in TNA, Ringside Anthony. I am Big Nick, and yay, my buddy's back. We're out here on Thursday. I'm coming off of being out here solo dolo, stepping in for KJ for Dynamite. But yes, welcome back. I've missed you, buddy. I want to hug you virtually through the screen and everything. But we've got the fallout out there from lockdown. Like you said, tonight is live, and I've actually heard some names before we even say hi to the people out there, some names that are backstage at the show tonight. Zoe Starks is a name I've heard of. What was it, Taryn Terrell, that I thought I'd heard back
Taryn Terrell?
Blade as well. Let me see if I can confirm. Taylor Wilde. Taylor Wilde. I just made this man's day out there.
Oh my God! You are kidding me.
Those are don't get mad at me if it don't happen or anything like that. But those are names that, spoiler or not spoiler, because it's live. But those are names that I've heard that are backstage right now with Zoe Starks, Blade, and Taylor Wilde.
Wow, that made me excited. I'm a huge fan of Taylor Wilde and Kylan King. They were the tag team called the Coven back in like 2022, 2023. Huge fan of them. I know Taylor Wilde had kind of retired a little bit. I think she had stepped away. So this would be interesting if she's there, if she shows up tonight. There's not, and we're a little late here because I thought I wasn't going to be here. The camera wasn't working.
Leave me alone again.
But there's not a lot on the card tonight. There's 3 things announced. It was originally 4 things announced, and I think either Mustafa Ali or Jason Hodge may not be able to compete tonight because it was supposed to be a tag team match happening tonight as well. But we only got 3 things announced tonight. We got Bear Bronson versus Elijah. We also have the finals of the television title tournament for the knockouts. And then I thought Indy Hartwell was in action because I said that on my preview video, if you saw it earlier today. But apparently we'll hear from Indy Hartwell, so she'll be talking tonight. That is all we have announced from TNA. So outside of Daria Ray, right before we got on here, she did say that Nick Nemeth and Ryan Nemeth will be kicking off the show. But outside of that, we don't have anything else. So surprises like a Zoe Stark, like a Taylor Wilde would be nice. Do we get a reveal of who's been attacking folks backstage, the wrestlers backstage? So there's a lot that can go down tonight.
Absolutely. And before we say hi to the people out there and everything, yes, we do see you, and we might be a little rushed or a little behind out here. But did you see Santino's kind of talk about now that Leon's exercised option C, that now we're going to have qualifying matches for a 6-man match at Bound for Glory, which I assume is Ultimate X for the X Division title. But I've seen that we might get a couple of those qualifying matches starting tonight.
Yes, absolutely. I did see what Santino said. I did see some of the qualifying matches already being announced. One of them, Damien put in the chat, it'd be Fabian Eichner versus Rohit Raju. He's been away from TNA for a bit. There's also I believe it'd be Casey Navarro versus Joe
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 Alonso.
Alonso. Yeah. So that's another qualifying match. Don't know if if those are going tonight. I think some of them may be at tomorrow's tapings, but I'm excited about that because I wanted to know what was going to be next for the X Division title since Leon Slater chose option C on this past Sunday.
Right. Well, we'll choose option C for option chat out there and everything. I think I have the top 3 in there, but we don't need to say it right now because I'm getting to everybody out here. Zach National Peach Day, Big Nick and Anthony. Well, I think that would have fit for you out there in Georgia.
Right, the Peach State, right?
Eric, what up? Jason, I see you. Damien, you already mentioned. Bradley, WrestlePalooza in Perth coming back as well. And also AEW gonna have Grand Slam in France in October.
Okay. So, I think is that right after the one
That's
they
after
have in
All Out.
Okay, because they're having something in Orlando the week after Bound for Glory.
Okay.
Russell Dream, maybe
different companies I was talking about. Okay. No, you're good. No, yeah, well, yeah, fair enough. It's gonna get spread out here a little bit. It's not everything's all bunched up out here, but Dari, T's and P's. Yes, Peter Cullen, we lost the voice of Optimus Prime here today. Autobots, roll out.
The past like 8 days has just been
August
insane.
just needs to end. Needs to end. It's been bad all the way through.
We didn't even get a chance last Thursday to talk about Hayden Panettiere, who was like childhood for me and adulthood. Like if you watched Heroes or her show Nashville, I mean, Hayden Panettiere was all around, and then Dolly Parton, man, that was just like a gut punch. So it's crazy that the last couple of days have just been wild.
And then you turn around and follow it up with Tim Curry out there
too
as well.
Right.
Like it's just been back to back to back out here, triple header, which will be. I don't want to do this, but I almost did it. Of trying that into, we'll be here for a triple header this Sunday, all in AAA and Heatwave. As I'm getting the start of TNA now.
I am getting the start of TNA as well.
There we go. And now everybody should have the TNA VIP package because we all got locked down, correct? We did it. We all did it the proper way.
Right. But are you watching on AMC or are you
watching on AMC, that app?
Okay.
I just canceled that. And I canceled this before the stream.
Okay. All right. Because I'm watching it on AMC.
Yeah, no. They had the deal. If you get the pay-per-view for cheaper, who cares?
That's true. That is true.
Maths be mathing. Sometimes you need to be cheap out here. But Sean Reed, what up? Ronan, I see you. Cherokee George, what up? King, Dari, Bradley out there. Yes. We made it back. We made it alive. Z-Man Scar, what up? Spaz. Before the boys get going, let me say I got a surprise for y'all tomorrow night and a return of a classic on Saturday. Well, there you go, Spaz. Jordan Smith, what up? And so I'm getting Avery Styles announcement, which we'll see him tonight too.
Yes, I think we will see Avery tonight. I've listened to part of his new his theme too, and it's like a mashup of 2 of AJ Styles themes, which sounds pretty good. TNA is really, in the past 3 days, we've signed like 3 talent. Right. I said the past 3 days. The past week, we've signed 3 talent. Kiera Hogan, Avery Styles, and Joe Alonso. So we may get what was the name you said? Zoe Stark. We may get a Zoe Stark tonight.
Well, we just had Gabby Forza sign the week before out there. For everybody that's left and everybody that was worrying, the end is nigh, everybody's abandoned ship, they're very much replenishing the shelves out here.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And one way you could debut Zoe Stark, if that's where she is tonight, is have her come face to face with M by Elegance at the end of the night, or Jada Stone.
I'm spoiler for who he might be giving away for who he thinks is going to win. It might be in the name. It might be in the name. Just saying.
But I mean, that would be cool. Whoever wins, I'll say it like that. Whoever wins,
whoever may win with an M in their name.
Right. and it should be in by elegant. So
Speaking of people with M's in their names, Michael, what up? And Chess Joe, well, you were a step away from getting an all elegance final out there.
so close. But Heather took the L to Jada Stone.
Uh, Almighty Pop, what's up, guys? I made it with no time to spare. Fair enough. Well, we're still catching up out here. Doki OVW's main event just now was hilarious. Well, fair enough. Shout out of we're still kind of seeing where that OVW TNA crossover is going to tie in, but it seems like people have been watching OVW tune in with us. So shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see where that pans out over the next couple of weeks. I do know some of September's OVW shows will be shown on the TNA Plus app. I've been trying to get into OVW, but it's just so much wrestling to watch. You can't catch up with everything. You got the Nimitz coming out?
I have the nemesis.
All right. Seems like they got a jam-packed crowd tonight, too.
Yeah, well, out there and actually in Spaz's neck of the woods out there.
Right.
Out there in Brampton. Spaz with a $10 super chat. I'm not saying that I have a special treat for you guys after SmackDown tomorrow. I'm not saying, it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler, that an old classic may be coming back. But I'm also not saying it's so great, so fantastic, so big, so huge. He's bringing it back. He's bringing it back like the Backstreet Boys. Yes.
And then talking about SmackDown, I'll be here for 2 nights. So you get me tonight for Impact, you get me tomorrow for Friday Night SmackDown. This will be the first Friday Night SmackDown that I've done on the channel since I believe You Are Not My Tribal Chief.
Okay.
That's a long time ago, right?
Right. Well, it shows that when you're out here, big moments happen, my guy out here. So make sure you're here, even though it's been recorded and no spoilers. We're no spoilers. Right. I managed to Tai Chi my way from those spoilers so far. But no, absolutely. Well, because we're gonna have everything that would be the payoff from CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes with Sami Zayn costing Kevin and beating up both men.
Right. And we'll also have it's basically the go home show for Sunday night. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's next week. See, I'm getting ahead of myself.
You're getting all excited because it's in Atlanta again. They said Atlanta, you got all hot and bothered.
Weekend. All right, so we got the Nimitz out here. They are the new tag team champs, and Nick Nimitz still your world champion. And it was made official today with the graphic. It'll be him versus Leon Slater for the world title at Bound for Glory.
Now, if I'm TNA, do I book Nemeth into any world title match between now and then? Because I've seen a graphic float around.
I've seen that same graphic.
Him and Matt Hardy in a title match. And I just instantly thought, why are we doing this? Because I know who's not going to win this.
Right. I did see that graphic. It'll be, and I'm glad this time they didn't put it on the recording episodes that they'll be doing tonight. They're doing it tomorrow, because that was a whole frenzy the last time.
Yeah.
I was a little off of why they're doing that. Because also, unless this is getting the Hardys the tag team titles back, I don't understand why we're. Oh wait, well, I thought Kurt Angle was about to come out.
Why did they just show Kurt Angle on the screen? Well, just his name. But again, Nemeth Nick's the double champ, so have him defend the tag belts while he has to still worry about Leon. Make that matter. Make that be something that's the burden now he has to bear.
And I just remembered why Kurt Angle's name is being shown on the screen while you were talking. Kurt Angle was the last world champion to hold a tag team champion and the world championship at the same time in TNA.
So, same ballpark of Nick Nemeth and Kurt Angle? Is that what we're saying?
I guess that's what we're saying
with TNA.
I guess that's what we're saying.
But Kevin, what up? Doki, hashtag Bills Mafia. See, this is why I knew I liked you. Bills Mafia all the way. Even Anthony's Bills by proxy.
Right?
Marv, what up? What about Avery Styles? Will he make his debut? Does he have a match tonight? Debut match?
He may have a debut match. That may very well could be. There's not a lot announced tonight, so I'm expecting some improv or something happening.
Fair enough. But Almighty Pop, am I the only one who's also watching Ring of Honor? Right now,
Yes.
respectfully, yeah, as I got Leon coming out, but
Yep.
you can keep us updated. You're our insider. Like Anthony is the TNA insider, you can be our Ring of Honor insider.
Right.
I managed to catch Juice and Ace Austin in a tag match. Why? No, Nick Nemeth has double champ annoys the hell out of me, but that's what he's supposed to do. That's what he's supposed to do.
It's supposed to annoy us. I'm still shocked that they are tag champs. I really thought the Hardys were going to win, but clearly they went a different direction at Lockdown.
Is there a bigger somehow Nepo baby than Ryan Nemeth right now in pro wrestling? I know everybody likes to say it with, Zilla and this and over here that. Ryan Nemeth, if his brother wasn't Nick Nemeth, he would not be doing a damn thing.
I don't think he would be holding gold in TNA right now.
I don't think he'd be in TNA, respectfully.
Exactly. I mean, and technically this man is a two-time world champion. I mean, world tag team champion, because they won the titles last year at Rebellion. So like he's made himself in TNA. I'll say it like that because of Nick Nemeth.
Oh, absolutely. As Leon out here.
Leon saying he's getting it done at Bound for Glory. I will be there at Bound for Glory, and if Leon wins, I might not be okay. And if you want to get a visual of Bound for Glory right now, where Leon is standing, I will be in that area. I'll be right sitting at the ramp. So
wait, this man's gonna be green t-shirt guy. He's gonna be
right
guy out there. You might be the last man that Leon daps up before he goes out there and wins.
The world title.
It was all because he touched Anthony. It was all by the grace of God out there. Glory be his name out there. Yeah. As now Sosa, bang, bang. They do a tag match because
could be.
Sosa and Leon have paired up before, but again,
they have.
I still would have liked if they would have made it kind of more matter of, all right, so you want to be double champ, you want to compare yourself to Kurt Angle and all of that shit. Okay, cool. So now you got to defend. You're doing double duty. Now you really got to be wrestling every week with this tag division while you still got to worry about Leon behind you and all that.
Exactly. And Santino comes out, and you might be getting what you want. You might be getting a tag match tonight.
Hey? But it is interesting is they're going against the guy who he's going to be challenging for the world title. I'll take it. I'll take it
too. Maybe we get new tag champs tonight, Ricky and Leon, if this is where we're going.
Sosa, bang, bang. Are they doing more and more? Is Leon Slater becoming the Bailey of TNA that everybody thinks they're leaving but might be secretly staying?
I think so. I think so. I think he secretly re-signed, to be honest.
You don't have him out there where it feels like he's all but guaranteed he's going to win the world title. Knock on wood. As we're getting
all right, so that's happening. It's happening tonight. Tag team titles on the line. Ricky Sosa and Leon Slater versus the Nemesis.
Now, does another tag team that just wants the tag team belts, isn't worried about, that doesn't have the world title feud like the Nemeth and Leon does, do they get involved and screw it up? Because now, again, like I was saying, you got to fight it from all sides. You got both belts, so you're going to have singles and the tag division coming at you.
Could be. You could have the Hardys come out and interrupt. You could
they'd help Leon win just to screw.
They would help Leon win, to be honest.
Oh, as we got the order 4, the order divided, and
so
more. Jesus, Tracy Brooks of where is it? We have to.
Okay, so John Schuyler is teaming up with Agent Zero to take on Trey Miguel and Jason Hodge. That's what Mila just said. So we are still getting that tag
So
team match.
Ali's out. So
Ali is out.
Now, but this might actually tie in a bit more because Skylar's got more of the history, obviously,
Yeah.
as being part of the tag team with the hands out there with Hotch. So is that where he's like, don't make me do this. Like that's even what you had. He had boo boo jobber face of like, don't make me do this. I
That's
don't
what
want
it
to do
looks.
this.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. You may be onto something right there. That definitely happening tonight. The card has basically rounded itself out now. It's 4 matches, 5 matches.
Well,
Um,
no, we already had the tag match that was announced, but it's back on, but we've changed up who it is.
yeah, we
We
got
still
two
have the
tag
knockout
matches. The
finals match.
knockout.
We
Yep.
have the tag title match that just got announced,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have Indy potentially in action. So there's 4 right there.
Yeah, and then up next we got Bear Bronson versus
Elias.
Elijah.
So
So
5.
yeah, they rounded out that real quick in the first 14
Just
minutes.
quick, like a hiccup out here. So let's round out this chat as we're in commercial out here, my guy.
Right.
Again, it's been a minute since you and I have chatted, but Spaz with a $2 super chat. New ex champ gonna beat KC, right? I thought he would have ended up being the one going after the world title, but if he's gonna be X Division champ, I'll dig it. If Leon's staying, that's what I would say. If Leon's staying, you make him world champ over KC. If Leon's going, you make KC world champ.
Right. Yeah, and we talked about that like a month or so ago of what we would like to see if Leon Slater is leaving. And we still don't know because he could very well lose that Bound for Glory, and they're just giving him a big moment as he exits, like a main event spot. But if he does win at Bound for Glory, you could be looking at Leon Slater being the world champion, KC Navarro being the X Division champion, and potentially if Mustafa Ali is in some type of international championship match, you could see a young guy like Trey Miguel or Jason Hotch, if the story is not over, because technically it's 1-1, be international champion. And you could have 3 young guys, really pushing TNA forward.
We're building pillars out here. We're building pillars. Other companies have said pillars, but we build them the biggest out here. Nice pillars, ivory pillars. Pause. But yeah, no, 100%. I know you and I have both talked about that. They're going to always be one of those companies that get in while the getting's good, get in on the ground floor. Like Avery Styles. Yes, he's AJ Styles' kid, but he's only had like 9 matches. So we got him now. So while he's still relevant and hot and everything, and we got something, we can run it. We got an extra rookie contract deal kind of thing. Same thing like with Ricky Sosa. Just got hot, just got viral and everything. Let's sign him so we can, while he's still young, and by the time he blows up, we've had him for a couple of years.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I think he's only 19. I think he's only 19. So if TNA grabs him and keeps him, locked down with TNA for at least 4 to 5 years, by the time he hits 23, 24, 25, he may be a major player, in professional wrestling. And if you think about it, I know his father's legacy and history is TNA wrestling. I also obviously we know that AJ Styles had some type of impact and some type of movement to get Avery Styles to TNA. He even said like one of his when he showed up for Slammiversary last year, I believe he said if TNA didn't go the way that it did when he was still, around with TNA, he would have never left TNA. So he still had a love for TNA wrestling. And I believe that, he's given his son that little push to start his big career in TNA wrestling before moving to the major players.
So when WWE buys TNA, AJ Styles is going to be the Undertaker of TNA. He's just going to be the Booker man. If that's what he's doing now, he's all up in the podcast, commentating on this, mentioning this, and then when TNA gets bought out, he's just going to go be Undertaker over there.
I mean, if TNA gets bought out, I don't think that's happening.
I know, but I had to say it. I had to say it. Spaz, I saw your other one, and I want to get through some more names, but we can talk about the trios and everything getting all advertised for All In out there. But Canal saying that's awesome. I think he was talking about where your seats are going to be for Bound for Glory.
Yes, I'm excited.
Almighty Deanna versus Lacey Lane on Ring of Honor right now in a pure division match. Well, there you go. Nick, I was just curious what your thought of the championship between Bandito and Nick Wayne. I really liked the Athena match at the pay-per-view. It was still a really good match. I mean, honestly, there's still always going to be really good matches when it comes to Ring of Honor, and especially with Bandito out there. But at the same time, did anyone really like AEW, for as much as it seems like it really loves Ring of Honor, it does a really shit job advertising it. Of speaking of Athena, of at this point, she feels like we just want her on Dynamite at this point. We'd like to see her more. We know she's there. We know she's great. But can we just see her more on the big TVs? Put her on the big stage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would love to see her like on a Dynamite or something. Right now, I mean, yeah, regularly. I know she even has said like that she's content. You know, she was on the whole Ring of Honor post show, whatever they call it over there, and she was content in Ring of Honor. So, I mean, I know we may want her on Dynamite, but maybe she likes where she is right now.
Fair enough. But I got Bear Bronson out here with Brian Myers, WWE Army. My cousin, I saw Rob Van Dam and that Monday Night Raw out of nowhere. It was Rob Van Dam with a 5-star frog splash. Shout out. Almighty Mr. Quake, I see you. Frankie, what up? I wish I could watch NXT because that seems more watchable than All In. Well, no. Well, NXT Heatwave would still be at, I think that starts at 3 o'clock on that Sunday. Don't quote me on that because, again, they all run together. I know when we'll start. I don't know when we'll end. That kind of vibe. But no, that's going to be, well, that's on ESPN. And then, yeah, it's only on ESPN, isn't it? And then
Yeah, I believe it's only on
CW. That's so,
well,
I forgot about that.
Well, NXT will air on.
Let's got Vippin, hashtag not sponsored.
NXT will air on both the CW channel and ESPN.
The pay-per-view won't.
Well, didn't the last pay-per-view just air on the CW?
I think they changed that because they also did the one that was just YouTube, I believe, too.
Okay. Well,
we'll have to figure this out. Me and Anthony will go and figure it out, or unless fact checkers want to check us on it. But we'll figure it out by Friday, and we'll have the answers out here.
We'll have the answers for you. Now, I think AAA will just be on YouTube, I would assume, because it's usually on YouTube, right? Now, is NXT and AAA from the same arena?
Shit, I don't know.
Okay.
I know they're like from right around each other. These are the questions people need to know out here.
Right.
Yeah, I was not sure. Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say, TNA is back from commercial. We got Bear Bronson versus Elijah in our first match of the night.
Right.
Which should be a good one.
I don't know if they do the same arena. I think they're both in Texas.
Okay. What is the AAA show called again?
Oh, you're going to make me get Spanish.
I'm going to just Google it.
You look it up. I'll say some more names. AR1, what up? Jordan, what up? Chat out here heavy. Mr. Quake is popping. Pause. For surgery this morning, they couldn't do blood transfusion because I got me pimp juice.
So according to Google AI, NXT Heatwave and AAA's, I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm not saying it, will broadcast from the Burt Ogden Arena in Edinburgh, Texas. The AAA show starts at 12 p.m. Eastern. The Heatwave show, according to AI, will be broadcast on the CW in the US and Netflix internationally. And the AAA show will broadcast on YouTube in the United States.
There you go. Now, don't exactly always fully trust AI, but that's the best we got for right now.
That's what we got for right now. So, I could go to the WWE website too to be more clear, but
Uh, Ha ha. I love that this chat is at least somewhat normal and saying I'm dealing with an AW sicko in another chat, and he is making me think very bad thoughts. Well, no, this is why you just come and you stay over here. Oh, this is why we're the kumbaya. Oh, as Bronson takes out Elijah right now.
Yeah, with an elbow drop.
You weren't here last night, clearly. Well, I was, but it's so funny because it became I was out here for one Dynamite solo. No overrun. Everybody love each other. Everything's fine. Nothing's really bad. Nothing's really ranty or aggressive or anything. It was just it was a show. But it's just funny of when KJ's out here and Wednesday night rants and it's a extra half hour and everything. Everyone was like, TK respects your time.
Was it an extra half hour last night? Was it an overrun last night?
It ended at 10:01. Like the last 5 minutes, because it was taped because they were in Glasgow.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I had to piss off Geekbox's wife because it's Glasgow instead of Glasgow or whatever.
Yeah.
But I kid. I love you. But no, because it was taped and everything, so that's why I was a little but yeah, it was out there and it wasn't much of nothing. It was a much of nothing.
We do hear from Avery Styles tonight, as they just announced. But yeah, I missed I missed Dynamite last night taking care of my brother, but I didn't hear much of anything happening.
The thing, it was just the milk toast. It was, I think I gave it like a 6.5. It wasn't a good go. It wasn't a good go home show. Like it was non-offensive, but it made no sense as a go-home show. Well, and like I said, of even the last 5 minutes was pretty much just the video package for the main event for All In, and it ended straight at 10:01. Like I got thrown off because I was expecting an overrun because that's what they do all the time, and it ended right at 10:01.
Well, at least it ended on time. That's a plus.
Yeah, but your main event was Swerve versus Jack Perry. What does that have to do in relation to All In?
Yeah,
you had Ospreay start the show. You didn't even get Kenny Omega.
Okay, speaking of Ospreay, can we talk about him on a commercial break?
Fair enough. We'll get there. We got to talk to Mesh. We got to get TNA. We're out here talking TNA. We're gonna talk TNA.
There's a clip that's rolling around that kind of shocked me, and I want to talk about
it. Fair enough. I had to deal with it too because for some reason, even though it's about to be AEW's biggest pay-per-view, they can't talk about a couple other 3 letters the whole time.
Elijah has Bear Bronson hooked into a tombstone. Tombstone power driver.
3. The ref didn't even look like am I supposed to do this?
Right. He looked a little shocked.
Like,
nice win by Elijah. So he won on Sunday at Brian Myers was about to attack him.
Now here comes
Eddie.
But he doesn't have any friends unless he gets friends. Who could he have as friends that might be,
Moose?
Strumming along or anything like that?
There's Alicia, your favorite person in the world.
We need to do, I can't do a poll, but we need to. What is the worst faction right now in pro wrestling? And it's not just me saying it, but is it System? Is it Judgment Day? Is it the Death Riders?
So the System takes out. So where does this put like Elijah heading into Bound for Glory?
Wasn't Cedric the guy that just got mysteriously attacked?
Cedric was attacked, Moose was attacked, and I'm 99% sure Elijah was attacked too on Sunday.
Fair enough. Well, because I know it wasn't the first one. Moose got attacked, and then didn't Eddie just stupidly say, "Yeah, it was me"?
Yeah, that was back in May. In May.
Well, then I'm trying to remember who was the one that most recently got attacked. Was it Elijah or was it Cedric?
It was Cedric. Well, in order, like because Moose got attacked twice. Moose got attacked back in May, and then he got attacked a couple of weeks ago. So it was Moose, Cedric,
I just
and
thought it was a replay. They're good at that. I just thought it was a replay.
no. He got attacked for real a couple of weeks ago. So it's Moose, Cedric, and then I believe it was Elisha at lockdown. I believe.
Fair enough. As we're getting
the injury
the
report.
injury
So Jason
report.
Hotch is cleared.
But Cedric's out, but he was just out there beating someone up.
That's a little weird. That's a little weird.
That's a little out of place. Why do we do that? Y'all see the article saying Nick Wayne is far better than Dirty Dom? No, and I mean, depends on how you want to split the hairs and look at a fucking elephant through a fucking needle's eye. But because I've been out there and bagged on the fact that, and hey, we didn't get the big overhyped up Nemeth fucking.
We did.
So great. I was waiting for it. I stopped. I waited for it. But I still think that what they've done with Dom and his record and everything has very much been an issue. But I also still think that he's a better performer right now and a better pro wrestler than Nick Wayne is currently, whether it be booking, whether it be in ring, what have you.
I do have to say, while we're on the topic of Dom, I know you and KJ have like kind of bickered and argued about Dom's booking right now.
Yeah.
I actually surprisingly agree with you.
So this is where I yell at you and tell you how you're wrong, even though you agree with me? Is that what I do now? Is that what I do?
Because I feel like he's heading into Triple Mania. Well, it's not Phil, it's factual. He's heading into Triple Mania as the mega champion. But he's losing on, Raws and SmackDowns and fighting Danhausen and losing in money, money on a pole match or whatever it's called.
Human money.
It's like, shouldn't he should feel like, the AAA mega champion. It's their world champion, their world title. He should feel like that. And he doesn't. So I totally agree with you.
I just be saying.
I totally agree with you.
He's going to be out there, and especially with Ludwig, with El Grande, who's the biggest guy who could win Wrestler of the Year. He could win the Golden KJ Male Wrestler of 2026 out here. Like, you would want his opponent even to feel as big as they possibly could. Yeah. And I don't think that that's the case right now.
Right. No, I totally agree with you on that. And I don't really even, and then going back to the original second part of that question, I don't even know really who Nick Wayne is. I know of Nick Wayne's mom, and I know they were a part of Christian's whole faction, but that's about it. So
fair enough. But we are in a commercial. I don't know how much longer we have, but you did want to mention about a certain somebody saying certain things.
Okay, so Will Ospreay, there's a video going around of him doing an interview for All In, and I don't know what the interviewer asked him, but the IWC is going to clip out the part that's the most important. He said that, Dwayne The Rock Johnson has never main evented Wembley, and it's like, why is that even something to be said? This man has main evented multiple WrestleManias that held, 50,000 plus fans. We're comparing All In Wembley, you main eventing, to The Rock, the mega superstar, the crossover superstar in entertainment, main eventing multiple WrestleManias and currently sitting on the board of directors for WWE. I don't see the comparable. Do you see the comparable?
I don't know if Dwayne's ever wrestled in Wembley or anything like that, but I do know there was a time when Dynamite got cut off, or was a Collision got cut off because they needed to air Jumanji on Time Warner. They had to, air Fast and the Furious 75 out there, or Black Adam. Dwayne has been out there just the biggest name in Hollywood. Why are we doing this? Main event of WrestleMania is like, to me, it's what I talked about a bit last night, because I don't know if you saw the stuff with Ariel Helwani, to where Will very much again talked a lot about WWE and everything. And it feels like so much for we're going into All In, what should be AEW's WrestleMania, and most of the interview clips that are coming out is AEW wrestlers talking about WWE.
Yeah,
You're
no,
going into your biggest show talking about another company. Why?
yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it. I didn't watch the Ariel show. Is that how you pronounce his name? Is it Ariel?
Ariel Hawani.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't watch that. I did see like, people kind of clipping it, and I did see, a part of that. But it's just like, yeah,
Luke
I
Hope
don't.
did it too recently.
Yeah, he did it too. Oh, we got your favorite Elena Black on the screen.
Hey, she
But
might have actually halfway won me over because she was at least celebrating and everything of like, see, I got bloody in a match.
yeah, it was, yeah, and they did like a backstage segment, and she was like covered and drenched in blood, and we both went into that Knockouts World tag match, title match, not really expecting much out of it. And even the fans on Twitter, some, like, we talked about him on the channel a couple of times, Negative BQ. He was like us, going into that match, and he was like, yeah, that exceeded my expectations. And so
actually at some point we got to talk about maybe a full mini breakdown of Lockdown, because I still think that, like you were saying with that match, a lot of what they gave us still very much outkicked its coverage. We were still like happily, angrily arguing with each other of which was the better match of the night. And did you like this more than that, or what have you? And it felt like that was the show that they needed to prove we're not in the Tommy Dreamer era anymore. Of we're out of the woods, we're out of the light. Of now we're gonna actually get to some hopefully better and creative booking.
Yeah, and I think they hit it out the park with Lockdown. We had, the opener with
We tried
AJ
to argue 5 matches to pick a top 3.
and we couldn't. It was each match was so good. I mean, except for and I don't want to say it was bad. The Knockouts tag team match just ended weird. They focused too much on the handcuffing, and then you had M by Elegance over here with Kiera Hogan, and they were not focusing on the ending of the match. But like you had Mustafa Ali and Jason Hott, Cedric Alexander versus Leon Slater, AJ Francis versus Elijah Moose, hitting that Spanish fly off the top, to Frankie Kazarian. There was just so much happening, and you just couldn't narrow down all of the goodness of Lockdown.
Well, even Jason Hotch, I saw some people, like even non-TNA fans, were replaying and re-showing of that clip of Jason Hotch jumping off the fucking top of that cage on Ollie on the table. Like that was a where were you kind of moment, it felt like. And that's been sorely missed within TNA, of a moment like that I'll say it even in content creator, of that goes viral. That's something that goes beyond your regular audience.
Right. And there were, I was seeing a lot of people saying this is going to go down in history as one of the top moments in TNA. Jason Hodge jumping off the top of the cage onto Mustafa Ali. Like, I mean, like you said, that moment got a lot of people talking that haven't, watched TNA or just haven't watched it in a long time.
Right. We've got, why are you making me do this? Listen, I haven't done this since Joe Gacy and the
got him coming out like Spider-Man with the camera flipped.
Yes,
like he's walking on the ceiling.
Trey Miguel gets a yum
yum. Yum yums.
Respectfully, if I can give Aubrey yum yums from last night, Trey Miguel definitely gets yum yums. Just saying. But Anthony and Anthony agreeing out there. New tag champs tonight, calling it. Frankie, what are we doing? Did I do a good KJ impression? Dynamite got cut for Black Adam. Thank you, everyone. That's what I was remembering of. Yeah, I'm a big dog. I do big.
Was it Dynamite or Collision? One of those shows got cut. I remember watching it, and it just.
Know what I'm talking, like that's the thing. Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
You know exactly what you're talking about, because
they very much made a call and say, hey, you know what? Shut that kid up.
We were like, where did the rest of the show go? It just cut off right in the middle. I think like Tony Schiavone was talking. They could cut him off any day of the week. But I think Tony Schiavone was talking and they cut him off like right in the middle.
And well, I don't want to cut you off in the middle, and hopefully I didn't, but as Jason Hotch, we talked about pillars and everything to pontificate from earlier of like a Trey Miguel, a Ricky Sosa, an Avery Styles if they do what they want to do with them. Pause.
Yeah.
It could have Jason Hotch starts. Is he becoming one of those guys of he feels very much more TNA made than TNA acquired?
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's like, what do they call him in Dynamite? I mean, in AEW, it's the four pillars, right? So he's
Yes.
at this point, he's kind of one of them of this new regime. With I would put him, him meeting Jason Hotch. I would put Casey Navarro maybe in that shoe. Not Ricky Sosa just yet. I probably will put Trey Miguel. Would you put Trey Miguel as like kind of the new top?
Oh yeah, I think he's one of those guys that I said should be. It would be Mustafa Ali, Trey Miguel, Casey, and
Leon.
And well, if Leon's staying, if it wasn't going to be Leon, I said Sosa.
Okay, yeah, I can do with that. Which
well, even Jason Hotch has very much made a case of we always joke of he's which hand is he, left or right out there and everything. But he's completely separated himself. Like I now definitively, unlike KJ with the Usos still, I know that's Jason Hotch and that's John Schuyler. Before it was, is that right or left?
It was right. It was just the great hands. Now Jason Hotch has made a huge name for himself.
The Jey Uso of the hands. The Jey Uso of the hands.
He's exactly
with one hand.
Just a better wrestler. But
hey. I can't fight you on it.
But absolutely, no, you're right.
But what I'm mad at.
But you're absolutely right. Definitely the Jey Uso, of the great hands. And then, he may be somebody, that could be world champion. He has the stature, the look to be world champion in the future.
Well, with a company like TNA, respectfully,
yes, with TNA, yes, absolutely.
Now, where's the Hammerstone? Where's the Dijak? Is TNA, could they be, as I'm in picture, could TNA be in the mix for Amelia?
Well, Hammerstone, what is an MLW? Haven't seen him in a while though, and I watch MLW every week. Dijak is in MLW too. He's one half of the tag team champions. I really don't know what happened with Hammerstone in his time in TNA. Now I know he was injured. He came in with a feud hot with Josh Alexander, excuse me, I'm sorry.
You're good.
With Josh Alexander winning that feud, which I didn't really understand when we knew Josh Alexander was kind of on his way out the door. That could have been huge for Hammerstone. But we didn't see him much after that. And then he just his contract quietly expired and he just left TNA. So I really don't know what happened there with Hammerstone.
Yeah, but he's just one of those names that I always, to me, it just floats in my head of like, got a history there, has talent, obviously. Like at one point was up there over Jacob Fatu as people that like as a wrestler that people thought WWE would sign and everything. And now MIA, Dufresne, search party of two, Dufresne.
Yeah, he's MIA everywhere at this point. I mean, he did show up on NXT. That was pretty cool. I forgot who he wrestled on NXT. I don't know. I don't think it was Oba. But he did show up on NXT. It might have been
actually.
Right. But yeah, we just don't see him no more. We don't.
All right. But a man we see every night out there is Spaz with a $5 super chat. Question: is Phoenix versus EK the match of the week, or will it be this Sunday when Y2J beats MGF in the Battle Royal? Oh, all right, we're gonna get there. Well, no, the match of the week to me would still be of Ray Phoenix and Dragon Lee on Monday Night Raw. That was absolutely match of the week. That was match of the show. That so far has been match of the week. I don't know if we get anything that's going to beat it, but MJF and Andrade was somehow the best thing about last night, but it also made me really wish that they were just doing that as a singles feud, like I've mentioned multiple times on stream of what they should be doing with that, instead of this cockamamie fucking battle royal, which they're also doing a trios roulette, which we haven't even talked about, to where we might, and there I'll double up on your Spaz, to where we might see the New Day debut with Swerve on the pre-show for All In. So it might be the start of your day, might be seeing the New Day show up in AEW before even the pay-per-view's live.
So I haven't seen this Phoenix match that everybody is talking about. So I probably need to go watch that.
He wrestled EK Prosper on NXT, which was solid. I still think the weaponized cage match that very much was like Lockdown was the better match on NXT. And then Dragon Lee and Ray Fenix had their match to be the semifinal before where he takes on Penta to take on Roman. That to me was the better match. If you're going to watch a match from this week in wrestling, I know we're only on Thursday, only on a hump day. If you're going to watch a match so far, that's the one to watch.
Okay. Yeah, because I haven't seen any of that. So going back before TNA comes back from picture in picture, going back to the New Day showing up on the pre-show, have you seen how the AEW fans are spinning it?
No.
So we know in the past that AEW likes to bleed their pre-show into the main card.
Okay, so this is where they're actually going to go with this. Okay, so all
so
right,
they're saying
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Yeah, but they're saying the AEW fans are spinning it to where like the New Day will make their debut in that battle royal as it bleeds into the main show. So they technically will be debuting on the main show.
Fuck me. But who? Even when I shared it out there, when I saw that it was officially announced, because I had literally read within the same day of, hey, they still haven't finalized what they're going to do with this match, to, hey, Tony's announced exactly what he's going to do with this match and who's in the match and everything. And there's the wild card, which at this point, if you have been watching Dynamite at all, if you have been watching anything AEW, you know the New Day, you know Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston are going to show up and be partners with Swerve Strickland. At this point, it is so fucking telegraphed, but in a good way. I want to see them, and I think, fuck it, maybe there'd be some lifeblood. It'd be an interjection out there of the guys are super talented. Let's see what they can do over there. Love to see everybody on competition. You know, this ain't a scene; it's a goddamn arms race. But if you're going to do this bleed over, because we've seen this before with like Mystico and Heshacheros. Oh.
That he did like a moonsault into a splash. I don't even know how to describe it. What Trey Miguel just did.
I got a 2 count. Do you have a 2 count?
No, I have a 2 count, yeah. That was insane.
So Trey and Skylar right now in the ring.
I guess you would just call that a moonsault. I don't know. I don't have words to describe what that
I'm
was.
trying to make sure we're synced up as I got Agent Zero punching out Trey.
I just got that.
Okay, so we're like I'll dap quickly.
Enziguri by Jason Hodge.
Oh no,
he's rolling through into
Skylar.
Yep.
Boot 0 on a Skylar.
On John Skylar. Yep.
Yeah.
And then super kick to Agent Zero.
Yes, there we go. We're synced up, folks. There we got it back at it like a jackrabbit. But no, of Tobey, I hated that fucking idea of, and this shows you that I love the idea of them showing up there, but this being this crossover of start on the pre-show to go into the main show.
Yeah.
Which Tony's already had to announce as Trey gets the win, but Tony's already announced that the show is projected for about 4 hours because there's a curfew in London. So they can't go fucking extra hours out there. So I think this is just his way of how can I get more people on the card, but still make everybody feel fucking important. You should have your biggest surprises out there on the show, especially when, to me, this all in build has just relied on the fact that it's all in. There is
Yeah.
nothing that I'm super sold. I've said it. It's like the past two WrestleManias of I'm sold more on the name than the card.
Yeah, I don't. The only thing that I'm really excited to see, is Willow and Mercedes Monet. I think
But
that's
she's no
been
banged up. She's got a broken hand now. Does Willow?
but I think they said she was cleared. Maybe
She's still
Damien
gonna
said
wrestle, but she's got a broken hand. So does that say, hey,
uh
Ollie in a hospital bed? How you gonna take me out? But you got really, really close. Now is it watch? She's gonna like jump him from behind, old school 80s heel shit. Well, he punctured his lung, he says.
ooh.
See, this is the why I've always liked Ali's promos, even when he was back there in like 205 Live and everything, and cutting him in his goddamn car into a cell phone.
Yeah.
He makes you believe every goddamn word he says. Like the stuff that he did with Santana is still some of the best stuff that TNA's done in the past 5 years for me.
Yeah. It was really good. The stuff he did with Santana. Talking about Tasha getting the door slammed in her face.
Taco, what up? Definitely. But yes, we are out there on the Twitch as well. Hammerstone is mostly in NWA.
So he's saying we should call it truths. That's what Mustafa Ali is saying.
But you can see Hotch just
Yeah.
seething. Seething is the proper word for what that man is expressing right now. Is seething. Cal, what's your gut feeling about how many possible surprise debuts returns at All In? Oh. If I don't know what it is for the predictions title, which the predictions title is out there of, I don't know if it's out there on the Twitters. It's definitely on the Instas. Might be in the descriptions. I know I shared it last night as BDE and the Righteous, but yeah. If I could set a line, I would set a line at like 6.5. I think there's going to be quite a few.
Debuts at you're talking about at
returns, like we might see at FTR. We might see
an Ilya Dragunov.
We might see, and we might see this. We might see Amara Sade tying it back to TNA
or Britt Baker. I would love to see Britt Baker.
I don't know. She keeps saying she wants to be there, but just they won't let her in the building. She's Eric Andre.
Right?
Let me in. Let me in.
Right? Like, where is she?
Willow is supposedly going to get pulled out on Collision. Mercedes wins and is beating down her opponent. Is it what now? Yeah, well, I don't even know if we're going into. I don't even know if that's a spoiler or not, but even then, still, like you said, to me, Willow, what they've said is Willow's cleared for the match, but it does suck that she's already going in. Like, she had to drop the TBS title because of a shoulder injury, came back, won the world title. Now she's got a goddamn Sami Zayn broken hand.
Right.
Oh, Indy up here.
Oh, so she is in action.
When is that going to happen?
Say it again.
I said that we have Indy coming up, but do we get a Samuel Shaw? When's that going to happen?
I don't know. Okay, so we get the finals up next.
This man got upset. I'm so excited.
I'm excited about that. Crowning the new Knockouts champion. Knockouts television champion. Indy Hartwell is in action. Makes me wonder. Dario Ray was on the phone with somebody at Lockdown. So it makes me wonder if Indy Hartwell is taking on Zoe Starks tonight.
That's not a bad shout at all. That's
Yeah.
not a bad shout at all.
So that could be something. I
Yeah, well,
wonder
go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I wonder if, because like you mentioned Taylor Wilde, I wonder if Taylor.
Allegedly, don't hold me to that. I'm not a Sean Ross
No,
sap.
no,
No
no.
worry. I'm more credible than that fucker. But
So
yeah,
there's going to be some open challenges for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships at these set of tapings. I wonder if Taylor Wilde would be at a future taping. I'm not holding on to that. I'm not holding my breath. You mentioning Taylor Wilde just got me really excited, because like I
well,
love
yeah. But
the Coven.
if it doesn't happen, don't be mad at me. Don't be
I'm
mad
not
at
gonna
me.
be mad. I'm not even gonna be like, I'm not even pre-mad if it doesn't
Oh,
happen.
well,
It's
are
just
you
like,
sure about that? Are you sure you're not pre-mad? Well, you should get your pre-mad merch out there.
yeah,
Hashtag shameless plug, but yes.
but yeah, it would just be nice.
Well, and that's where I think TNA has the insider's edge of no one expects shit from them respectfully.
Right.
Of you and I have talked about this of how easily people are quick to pull the trigger on low TNA.
Right.
Anything that happens, anything that can get spun a different way, which I don't even know if you want to talk about the guy that had the false Gail Kim story and everything and all that's transpired with that man. But yeah.
I don't know
Um,
much that transpired with that guy other than people who ran to make a video about ESPN dropping the WWE need to check their sources before going to make a video. We talked about this. I think you were on a pause on Sunday. Me and KJ talked about this briefly about content creators running to go make a video about news they heard and then finding out the news that they heard was not true. Wait a couple of days. I know you want the clicks. I know you want the views, but wait a day or so. Do some research. I know for myself now, like when it comes to um, TNA, and if I do videos of WWE, I at least wait, 3 or 4 hours before I make a video. So I'll know what is, kind of confirmed before I make the video. Like, be better. And one of my favorite creators on YouTube, I'm not going to put their name out there, but he's very big. Like, he came out and made an apology video for
Hi
basically,
Jim. Hi Jim.
yes, making a video, running towards it, and then the next day everything was false and he had to say like, I was wrong, right?
Well, no,
Just
and that's where I was about to say of I agree with that. And as soon as I knew where you're going with this, because I watched the same videos, we talked about this, we do
yeah,
big thing. But no, of I think the only time we as a channel have ever really got was when the initial WWE sold to the Saudis and everything before the TKO story and everything.
yeah,
And then instantly came out and like, our bad. Everybody got it wrong. We got caught up. Um, but yeah, no, I've talked about Mr. Bethel and every time the commercials intervene in improper ways. But no, that man's now been fired.
yeah.
Of no longer employed out here. So
And
yeah.
then what? ESPN came out, refuted the statement,
They
right?
refuted it. This man
He
publicly
said so.
said, I have no sources. I contacted their customer support line and didn't reach it like that and didn't hear back and everything. But still stood by his story. And then SC Scoops, who already is a little respectfully like sports skeeta and everything of
Yeah,
little clickbaity, they even had to walk it back, which to me feels like somebody from ESPN said, yeah, you retract this or we're fucking suing you. Because we didn't get a chance to statement on it. None of this is accurate. And this is goddamn 4 year, 1 year into a 5 year contract is Avery out here who might have a 5 year contract.
right. So what does Avery Styles have to say?
Jobson, what up? 2027. But let's go. Let's go. Oh, actually, that's not a bad shout on my. I'll start that. We might need to talk about that. He's such. Oh, Moose.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, but Moose is a baby face. This isn't
Yeah.
Hill Moose.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
But I feel like Avery's he's going very much his dad's route. His dad's like, well, you know what, son, this worked out for me, so why don't you go over there and do it?
Exactly. Oh, he's telling him. He said this thing between you and Frankie doesn't help people. That's the truth. Oh, and there goes Frankie.
Chairs, bitch. So they're fighting over their custody battle,
Exactly.
Over little Avery.
Says, I'm looking out for this kid.
Why does fucking Frankie Kazarian look more and more like Michael Keaton?
I don't know. That's a good comparison. I did not even think about that.
I'm Batman.
Oh, so
no, Kazarian, yes, Ronan, that bastard.
I like that. Oh no, it's Kazarian. I like that.
Small mark, Jada mark out here. Yeah, Jada, sorry.
Jada Stone for the win. L Elegant should stay on brand. Don't break my heart, Taco. Either one, though, regardless of my favorite, obviously, either one is a good shot for the title. Jada Stone has came in and, proved that she belongs in TNA. She's had some great matches with Tasha Steelz, great matches in this tournament. So if Jada wins tonight, it's best of luck to both of them because they both have made a name for themselves in TNA.
I feel like I need to be here and make sure I'm here for this match just so it's that brotherly jab at you while you're picking. I don't even know if I care who wins over here, but I'm gonna still just jab at you because that's who you like and they might be losing. But do you even get say how I mentioned to Taylor Wilde or anything? Again, allegedly. But I'm going to keep poking and prodding to get your hopes up. So if it ever delivers, I'm Nostradamus. I am the insider. Dave Meltzer, Sean Ross Sapp, eat your fucking heart out. I called it. But if she was out there to say even just present the title or anything, or doesn't Zoe Starks come out and say, hey, now that you won that, here's your first challenger because now this is allegedly, supposedly going to be regularly defended on TV. So let's go. Let's add some fucking depth to this kind of mid-card division in TNA.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It would be cool to see Zoe Starks come out kind of say I'm here for that title. Yep, exclusively defended on TNA Impact, so it won't be defended on pay-per-views or anything like that.
Which explains why we didn't get the finals on Lockdown.
Right, which definitely explains that. So yeah, there's a lot of possibilities coming out of this match. You could easily run if Jada wins, you can easily run a Jada versus Tasha feud for that title. Would be amazing. If M by Elegance wins, you could have, you could run Jada Stone versus M by Elegance for a while for that title, or you could do anything else in that area. But this is gonna be good.
If M wins, does it start issues within the Elegance brand?
It could be.
If she's, she's got her own belt out there.
Right. It could be. Because like you said, she'll be the only one holding in that group, in the band.
Right. Yeah, I have to agree with you, AR1. You got a star. 0 out of 10 for this match. No Mara Sade. This allegedly, to every insider and everything, was initially supposed to be Elena Black's belt. Then it became what we kind of thought it should have been of Mara Sade's belt. And then she left the company. And now this has just been wide open.
Well, I can say I never thought it was going to be me personally never thought it was going to be Elena Black's belt.
Oh, fair enough. I didn't agree.
Yeah,
I just
said that's why I said me personally. I never thought it was going to be Elena.
Me secondly.
I never thought it'd be Elena Black. Mara Sade, I think, yeah, I think a lot of people, including the both of us, at least thought she was going to make it to the finals, right, and
Yeah.
win. I always kind of figured In by Elegance was going to be in the finals, but I thought Mara Sade was going to be there too, and that didn't happen. So, definitely it became wide open on the opposite side of the bracket that Mara Sade was on.
Well, you thought it like
When
Indy could have been almost a challenger at one point because Indy was
right,
in this as well. Mackenzie Mitchell.
oh, she is back
Crowning the
tonight.
women's knockout. Yeah.
Apparently she wasn't at lockdown because she was at that other wrestling promotion that Eric Bischoff has with Hulk
Oh,
had
no,
with Hulk Hogan.
it's freestyle wrestling, so it's different. It's
Yeah,
different, Dad. I don't
whatever
watch
that
that
is.
wrestling, Dad. I watch the other wrestling. No, that's the freestyle wrestling. That's the real American freestyle or whatever the fuck they
Yeah,
call it. But
something to that effect.
it's actually it's been interesting. I've caught clips and everything, caught bits of it. Like there's still even a fucking audience. Shout out Jay Bougie and Hollywood, Haley J, and everything that's out there doing the power slap stuff too as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's plenty of combat sports out there. I'll put it that way.
I've never watched one of those things before.
Power slap?
No, not power slap, the other one. The
Oh,
real
the
American
freestyle?
wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's one of those, and you gotta like be into like combat sport. It's one of those like you're out there watching ESPN the Ocho, and you've got adult kickball
right
happening.
right.
Holy shit! I did not realize that Jada Stone looks like a child
Next to
by Elegance.
In by
This looks
Elegance
like
is so
an
dumb.
adult woman beating up a small child. Oh,
Ooh, that was
who hit
close.
the better Matrix?
Ooh. Yeah, that was a nice Matrix move. And she did it so quickly too.
Well, she's only got so far to go. I mean, she's not
Yeah.
too high.
She's
off the
not too
ground.
far from the ground.
That's the thing is that this is Maggie Lee, if I dare call her that name, if I call her out of her Elegance name, but she's the Kevin Nash out here with Rey Mysterio kind of vibe.
Right. Ooh.
Now,
Ooh.
do you, and I know we briefly talked about it, but while this match is going on, do you think, as especially a TNA guy, that people leaving the company while still in the tournament hurt and dampered the tournament?
I don't really think so. Because
So
when Jody Threat
have an impact?
When Jody Threat lost, she left the company like a week or so after. She was already eliminated from the tournament.
She already lost.
Mara Sade, that was the only one where it's like, dang it, we really saw you going to the finals, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think people like dragged it online a lot, and I think TNA went into the thought process that she wasn't going to leave. They did offer her more money, and at that point she was already in the tournament, so they either you have her lose or
if I sign you up, if I'm your boss, whatever, and say, hey, Anthony, I need you on this 5-week project. I know your contract with us runs out in 2 weeks. Why am I putting you on a 5-week project if I know I don't have you locked in for the full 5 weeks?
I mean, then, well, you can't basically, and I don't want to take away from this match because I'm
trying not to.
I don't want to. You can't blame just TNA. You could blame Mara Sade for not saying, hey, but I'm not sticking around. So I don't want to participate in this.
No, well, and that's fine, yeah, because we're not in the rooms and anything. But there, back to the match. I'm sorry, I took away from this is Anthony's main event right now. Locked in. all day on the block. You ever go night night?
Oh, that was a nasty
Big ass
move.
boo. See, it's a ginger alliance. The ref's red haired too. So the fix is in, folks. The fix is in. I see it. I'm calling it. If she wins, the fix is in. And alliance. I say this as I have a sibling, a younger sister who's ginger too, so I can say it. I can say it.
It might be an alliance between M and the ref.
Yeah. Well, it's, and sometimes you see like Bryce Remsburg only refs certain matches in AEW. Aubrey only refs certain matches in AEW. Ref Jess out there. We're going with the Becky Lynch.
Yes.
See? Redhead conspiracy all the way around. Becky Lynch with Ref Jess. I can make it work. You don't got the answer, Sway.
Oh, shoot. I thought
on her shoulder, which has already got the K2 tape.
Exactly.
Again, Jada was almost the MVP of that Lethal Lockdown match.
Yes, and she took that big spot, superplex on the tacks too. Jumped off the cage when she, first entered the match. She just all over the place.
Oh, small package.
Oh, small package. A drop kick by M by Elegance is like you're getting hit by a missile because she's so tall.
Is M by Elegance just Donna Pinciotti from that 70s show?
I've never watched that 70s
show.
Oh
my God. For anyone who's watched the 70s show, please tell A that Anthony needs to watch that 70s show. It has wrestling references. The Hardy Boys are in that 70s show. But anyone who knows what I just said of Donna Pinciotti, the daughter of Bob Pinciotti, dating Eric Kelso, I'm saying all these references. This is like Austin Powers again. So you hate red-haired people. Austin Powers, Donna, the ref, and my
I have to watch that 70s show because they have wrestling references in it.
Yes.
Well, you got to watch Charm because they had a whole wrestling episode.
I didn't watch Charm. Who said I didn't watch Charm? You never asked me. But how you know?
Ooh.
See, I can make an My Elegance Fembot reference that ties in and it's perfect and everything to Austin Powers. You wouldn't know because you didn't watch the show. But how you know?
Now, I don't have anything against that 70s show. I just, oh, my goodness.
She got legs.
What is this? Oh, she called that the Tower of Elegance. And she kicks out. But I don't have anything against that 70s show. I just have never watched it. It's on my list of old shows to watch. So
it's not an old show just because it's called that 70s show.
In the 90s,
right? In the 70s.
It came out in the 90s, right?
I know. I'm just making sure you have it as an old show.
Oh, moonsault, but she rolls through.
Old boot, nobody home. Caught up. She's too tall. She's caught up.
Jada Stone taking all of what she has to M.
This really, the height difference is
insane.
It's insane to look at. I would have never imagined.
Oh, Hurricane Rana by Jada Stone, drop kick. Oh, kind of got her.
619.
Right. 619.
Good match. And Michael out there, incredible knockouts action.
It's really
a match. Stomp.
Oh, stomp. This is a really good match.
Kick out. I know I was going to joke and say I was going to cheer for Jada just to piss you off, but this has been a hell of a match. And
yeah.
I'm seeing what you see, and I'm by Elegance out here. I might have been a Heather guy. I might have been an H. They call me Facey. But yeah.
Oh, my heart is beating out of my chest a little bit because it's like I know we're getting close to the end, but like I don't have a clear-cut winner. Ooh.
You're sitting on the edge as much as KJ was during Kevin Owens versus CM Punk right now.
Right? Oh, she's setting up for the split-legged moonsault. But in by
Cut. Sit
oh,
out. Do it, M. Make
come
yourself
on,
famous, kid.
M. Come on, M. End this already.
Crescent kick, super kick.
Ooh.
Who can survive more if they take the L? Rolls out.
Oh,
Well, enter. Drop
kick
toe
to
hold.
the knee.
Hidden blade? Did she just hit a hidden blade?
Yeah.
What moveset did she download? Oh, knees up, knees up.
Oh, knees up. Both stirring. Big knee.
Spinning, got a cartwheel jackknife.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she's going up to the top.
Jada getting up though.
Yeah.
Super kick.
And this match is going longer than I thought too.
Well, you only got what, 4 or 5 matches?
Yeah.
And this has been the payoff of a whole tournament.
Right.
It's been a great match. Spanish
fly? Oh my God.
It goes the same thing, respectfully, even with Moose, and I know I even called it the flux capacitor before, but when it's someone taller like that, like even with M, and they get that big rotation, because you see, like when Charlotte even will do it or whatever, you see that big arch.
Right.
It looks super impressive.
I think Jada Stone is about to win this.
Screw! Oh, she's rolling. Oh, struggle, get her, but she's going to be right. Foot on the rope. Foot on the rope.
Foot on the ropes.
Foot on the rope.
Whew.
That was they were out of place, and you saw them roll to it. But good on you. They did better than Chris Jericho.
They cleaned it up.
35 years in the game and got out of place.
They cleaned it up.
Right. Backhand spring.
Oh.
Cut her. Roll through.
Oh.
Roll back through. Just dump her.
Oh. Come on. Oh! Is that it? 1, 2. Ah! Let's go! Let's go!
I got excited because you got excited. You got me hyped, and that's the first time that's ever happened. I was out there. I wanted to come in hate, and you got me. Yeah!
And the first ever Knockouts television champion, M by Elegance. That was a good match. That was a dang good match.
Really good match. That was a really good match. And I'd say, even with Steph and Roxanne, I'd say women's match of the week so far for me.
Women's match of the week?
I would say so. I said before with the men's match with Phoenix and Dragon Lee, that to me, because the whole way through, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think Em was going to win because she's part of a group. She's part of a faction. We were almost going to have the All Elegance final and everything. They've been behind Jada. She was the MVP of Lockdown. I thought it's clear as day where they're going. And they made me believe every second of every moment of that it could go, that it could end truly at any moment.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, and Jada Stone had the upper hand a lot of the times, and when M by Elegance would try to gain momentum,
but started with the top, would be in control.
Yeah, and when M would try to gain momentum throughout the match, she would lose it by Jada Stone, kind of cutting her off. That was fantastic. I my hairs are standing up, not gonna lie, on my arm. That was just not because of her winning, just because of the sheer, goodness of that match.
Well, fair enough. I'm gonna let you share the goodness here real quick and everything. But no, like you, even though we're out here every week, but you have sold me now of I got behind if I was out there cheering just as loud as you were, even though I started on the other sideline for my elegance winning out there. And it does get interesting now with that storyline of you can have like you've been. I'll leave you with this, so you can opine over Heather and M now could be facing each other for that belt at some point if they split up
That
because
is
you've been a
true.
big fan of them on the Indies. But
That
yes,
is
you can
true.
have that. Why is it now me when it's normally not ever me?
There we go. As Nick takes a pause here, they we got new knockouts, a new knockout television champion in M by Elegance. I have called this from the beginning of the tournament that M by Elegance should be your knockouts television title champion, your first one, and she did. We could have had an all elegance finale with the with Heather by Elegance, but she was eliminated by Jada Stone. So now, it begs the question, who's her first challenger? Who's her first feud? Could it be Heather? Could this start the dissension of the Elegance brand where people have been hinting this on social media? And I'm like, why do we need to have dissension in the Elegance brand? Because I like them. I don't want them to split. But I think we could see that, right? But I mean, great showing by M by Elegance, great showing by Jada Stone. Jada Stone is definitely the future of TNA's knockouts division. Same as M by Elegance, same as Heather by Elegance. You grow your division around those women. So I'm excited to see what's next. I'm gonna go through the chats here a little bit. Russell Rant saying that was good stuff, a good back and forth between the two ladies. I really thought Jada was gonna win. Anybody really, Russell Rants could have taken that. It could have been M, it could have been Jada Stone. Obviously, it was M. But like Jada Stone would have been a good shout for the KO title, right? The KO TV title. I really like her. I think she's going to be great in the knockouts division. But I see M by Elegance really showing out soon. And it may take her breaking up from the Elegance brand, right? And becoming Maggie Lee, becoming her own, character in TNA wrestling, and then eventually maybe being in the Knockouts world title scene. I don't know. Ronan says we shall see what M by Elegance can do as Knockouts TV champion. Absolutely, I'm looking forward to her reign as champion. I know this is a TV title, and I hate that. Like, I feel like it should be defended on like big pay-per-view. So I'm saying like Slammiversary and like Bound for Glory. But we'll see it defended on Impact, which is pretty cool too. First feud though, I don't know. Maybe Ash comes back and gets upset that she's holding gold and not her, and that'd be the first feud. Speaking of Ash, I don't know where she is. TNA is still on commercial here, guys. Wayne says, make no sense not to let Jada win. It's time for new champions. Well, technically, like I get what you're saying, but M by Elegance has never held singles gold in TNA. So she's always been adjacent to the Elegance brand, adjacent to the Knockouts tag team title picture. So you will see M by Elegance in singles competition for the first time in her TNA career, because she's always been in a tag team with either Heather or Ash by Elegance. So I think this is perfect. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an M by Elegance fan, an Elegance brand fan, but she's technically not like an old guard in TNA. She's fairly new to TNA, been around like 2 years. So sorry, the TNA is back. And I think Jeff is on a gurney going into Jeff is on a gurney going into an ambulance. So who took out Jeff Hardy? Who took out Jeff Hardy? So they're bringing up the fact that we've seen Moose, Cedric Alexander, Jeff Hardy, and and Elijah being attacked. So yeah, something's happening. Uh as Indy Hartwell makes her way to the ring, it said Indy Hartwell was in action, but she has regular clothes on, so maybe she's not wrestling tonight. Um So Ronan says down here, no, Jeff Hardy, what happened? Like, yeah, we need to know who is attacking these. And this is the first time an attack wrestler is being taken to the hospital. So something crazy is coming up. Almighty Pop says this women's match has me hyped for more women's wrestling. Luckily, Marigold, and I don't know how to pronounce that word. I believe that's Zendaya, comes back tomorrow. So yeah. Um Russell Rand says, yes, I've been seeing M progress every week. She's the only one I like from Trash by Elegance. All right, so Indy Hartwell is out here talking about Daria Ray. Is this where we see a Zoe Stark? Was this where we see her pop up? Now, Indy Hartwell comes out and kind of says the same thing, kind of every time she has the mic. She's been obsessed with wrestling since she was a child. She's been obsessed with, TNA Knockouts division. Um, she says this a lot in TNA. And she's saying she's ready to be Knockouts, champion. Bradley says, pop the bubble like Chris Jericho. Anthony, congratulations to M by Elegance for winning the TV Knockouts title tonight. Absolutely. Big moment for M by Elegance and the Elegance brand. Almighty Pop says, hey, Anthony, did you see Wendy Chu was on main event tonight? Does this mean she's coming back to NXT, possibly making roster call up? Not sure. I did not know Wendy Chu was on main event tonight. But she may be called up very soon. All right, here we go. Daria Ray. So Daria is saying she can't stand people like Indy Hartwell. Basically repeating what I just said. She's coming out talking about how she's idolizing and loving wrestling and been wanting to do this since she was a child. I feel like we're gonna get somebody to come out here. I don't know who though. Ronan, no, it's diarrhea. I can't. Okay, so she's saying Daria says you bring this company money, you get an opportunity. That's how it works here. And she says, Indy Hartwell, you haven't basically brought this company any type of money. So
well, hopefully I've brought some human monies. But yes, it was me, Austin. It was me all along. Speaking of returns. But yeah. Cruella DeVille. Cruella DeVille.
that's exactly
if she
what
doesn't scare you, no evil say well. Cruella, Cruella.
Now the crowd is chanting diarrhea.
I don't know if we can claim that we might have started that.
I think we kind of started that.
We definitely own Hank and Tank. We only definitely earn a percentile of that. But I feel like it's just low hanging fruit, though, of that. When you see it coming down and feeling around diarrhea, diarrhea. Yeah.
Or roses really smell like boo boo boo.
I know you like to thank you. Don't get me singing karaoke night out here with me and Anthony. That'll be that should be a members only stream of
karaoke.
We do our best, I know. Well, you were out there song singing. You were doing the themes and everything when we were doing the WrestleMania game before and everything like that. So maybe we need to do out there of like who sings the theme and everything. Because I'll do Malachi's theme. Come on, no, right. Yeah. And I think hey. Oh. Like Queen, I got that. You can do some other stuff. KJ will be out there taking. He can do Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens or whatever. Yeah, karaoke night with the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go.
That should be a members only stream.
Well, again, let us know if I know everybody's in the chat and everything, and I appreciate it. Still, with all the YouTube algorithms and everything, because they like to keep switching shit up and keep you on your toes out there. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe. We're ever so close to 13K subscribers out there.
Zoe Stark!
Zoe Starks!
Zoe Stark!
Zoe Starks! Zoe, let's. And we talked about this. If she's one that definitely could very much sign with TNA. And
yes,
she's instantly
this is huge for the Knockouts division.
As the crowd, holy. Let's go.
And to get that type of chant for Zoe Stark is crazy, you know, well, in a good way.
Got the tie-ins and they've got the connections from NXT before. And lest we forget, I've been like Zoe Starks has been out there. We were like out here watching NXT. Sultan. She did the Sultan. She absolutely did the fucking Sultan. But yes, out here when it was her and Nikita Lyons for the NXT Women's Championship out here.
Yeah.
That was a thing at a point in time. Like, let's not forget Zoe Starks, if it wasn't for a bad knee here or there or a miss spot, that she'd probably still be in WWE floating around, if not in NXT, as their women's champion. Or fighting Kendall Gray.
Right, exactly. This is like, and I'm gonna take a pause here before we get to the main event, which I feel like we may get new tag team champs, but this is great for the Knockouts division. You got another powerhouse in Zoe Starks when we just got Gabby Forza. We got Kiera Hogan back. So, like, they're doing it. It's being seen. TNA is rebuilding, you know, bringing more folks in, but Zoe Starks is huge for the Knockouts division, easily.
And I really like that she went there, because if she went to somewhere else out there, maybe she not have been used quite so well.
Right.
But this has been, like you especially talked about, when everybody's abandoning ship, this person's leaving, that person's leaving. Now everybody can come in. Everybody that needs an opportunity, friends, countrymen, lend me your ears out there. Like you said, Gabby's out there. We just saw Zoe Starks show up out there. Your Knockouts division is starting to feel again like a Knockouts division, even though you just had Danny Luna leave, Jody Threat leave. We were rebuilding.
They're rebuilding, and this is where you find people, you know, the TNA is where these people find their craft. And, you know, Mara Sade, just look at her, been there a year, and she was doing some really cool stuff, you know. So this is great. I'm excited for this.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and Zoe Starks, on my top, as I'm just reading his comments, Zoe Starks, she was on fire with, she was out there with Kyrie and everything when she popped it. I really hope she becomes the Knockouts champion. Gavin, I hadn't thought about this, but fuck yes. We're long enough in the stream, I can say this and get away with the algorithms. But Shayna in TNA, Shayna Baszler in TNA, she's got the tie-ins with Daria Ray. Hey, what do you say? And she's got the tie-in with Zoe Starks. You do a little 4 horsewoman. Could you ever see? Do it bigly. Do a Ronda Rousey in a TNA?
I don't want to see.
I should have stopped at just the Shayna.
Yeah, because I don't want to see a Ronda Rousey in TNA.
I'll take it back. But in TNA, how do you feel, Shayna? Shayna
Baszler. I know when you mentioned Shayna Baszler, I had the stank face on. It wasn't because of Shayna Baszler. It was more because that would be cool.
You know where it could go.
So Shayna Baszler in TNA, spectacular. You know that. You're talking about, if you have Shayna Baszler in TNA, you're setting up the Knockouts division like it looked back in the day when you had like Awesome Kong and Gail Kim and the beautiful people. It
fits the term knockout in more ways than one.
Exactly.
A knockout for a different way than Shayna Baszler's a knockout.
Right, absolutely. So there's a lot of possibilities that they could do here if one Shayna Baszler shows up in TNA.
Do it. Book it, Carlos. I know you're listening. Do it, Dano.
You know he's listening. But before the main event here, I'm going to take a pause and let Nick take the reins for a minute. So let me
Yeah,
see if
I'll
I can
be
do this
Roman here. You
smoothly.
go, Reigns. You can take out. There you go. There we go. As Anthony's taking a pause for the cause, as I'm getting a commercial out here. But yeah, TNA again to me feels like we're done and proving we're done with the Tommy Dreamer creative era of lockdown. Feels like the show it needed to kind of have that rattle the cages a little bit. Let's do something out here. And now I don't want to act like they've reinvented the fucking wheel out here, but for what they are and for where they're at, this is probably the best swing that they've had at it. Of It'll be interesting, especially now with how they're going into Bound for Glory, and it's going to be the nut up or shut up moment. But I like that they bring in a Zoe Starks. That now you've got kind of the youth movement running through of an Avery Styles. Of you getting your Jackson Drakes. Hey, Harley Hudson. Hey now. Um, they call me Stacy. That's not my name. Obsessed with me. I'd like to be too. But that you're getting Sosa and Leon. Is Leon staying around out here? That TNA, for as much as everybody thought that the walls were caving in, that they might be out here on solid footing, it is going to be really interesting. Don't hinder what up. Don't hinder the. Oh, they hindered this segment with Zaya Brookside. That, respectfully, anybody watching this, does anyone here not look like they would be on, like, hi, I'm Zaya Brookside and this is the Disney Channel? Like, that's where this kind of feels like. That's why I think a Zoe Starks conversation, a Shayna Baszler conversation, even a Gabby Forza conversation as Santina gotten involved out here. But those are talent that I would rather see. Because, say, a Gabby Forza, I reminisce ODB of you get a Zoe Starks out there. I don't want to invoke certain names, but her out there, she can actually run with that and kind of run that division. Much like I thought they were going to do with Danny Luna. I'll say that at least. I there's a top of the pillar and there's very much a bottom of the pillar. And unfortunately, it seems like currently the bottom of the pillar holds the belt. What did we just make? What did we just make? Did we just make a tag match? Did we make a triple threat match? What did we just make? Did you do that, Victor? Vincent, what up? What up? I hope I don't even know if I said that right, but your name now is Vincent. Hey, we're getting the my pit fighting. We're showing. What is this? Like, so is this Avery training? What? Why are we getting everybody shoot boxes? Is that Danny Burchell? What is this? 30 takedown. What the Sunday October? Why did they cut to that so fucking fast? What the hell was that? So that's immediately following Bound for Glory. What the hell are you saying to me, Hannafin? Shout out to Money Ducks jersey. But so next week, tag match of Zoe Serrano. So that's her name. She's not Zoe Starks. I'm gonna call her Zoe Starks. Zoe Serrano and Zaya Brookside. So next week we're getting Casey Navarro and Joe Alonzo. So next week we're getting all the cool shit. We're getting all the good matches. No, I shouldn't say that because we had a great match earlier. But we're in Casey versus Joe Alonzo next week, and we're getting Zoe Serena. Is that I already for Zoe Starks and Zaya Brookside in a tag match out there next week. What was that like dudes in board shorts wrestle pit thing that they were showing that they super cut to that they were saying was going to be after? Is that like the drinks that they have at the announce desk that they don't announce, like, we're contractually obligated to do this, so we're going to do this in the quickest way possible just to get this out of the way. I don't know, but that was odd. Daniel, hello, I'm new here. Well, hello, my friend, we'll meet again. Don Hander, Britt Baker, would fit in TNA. There's a bunch of talent. Like, I'm still waiting for an Abaddon. Like, somebody mentioned earlier with the Wendy Choo. Well, we're getting into Wendy Choo season. We're getting into Spooky Doo season. Spooky Doo season. Spooky Doo season. You know what I'm saying? Rosemary being out right now is surprising because we're going to get to where she's out there. Like, Tatum Paxley is very much her and Alexa. We're getting into the fall witchy season. Let be the season of the witch. Yeah, they're going to have fun with that. I didn't realize Joe Alonzo was in TNA. Don't hear. He just had the match. It was a match, I think, before lockdown or one of the tapings or something like that, to where it's like, if you win, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, with you putting your independent title promotion title on the line, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, we'll sign you to TNA, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So, yeah, and I do like that we're going to get a changeover in talent when it comes to TNA. TNA is more of a college ball team than a pro team, if that makes any bit of sense. Of it, more of they're the Kansas City Royals or the Cleveland Browns to an extent. Of they will very much transition over the roster and bring in more younger talent. Like, I'm still waiting. I would like them to sign a Starboy Charlie Christ of Manny Aries. I will say this because he's a friend of the channel and was actually, I think we were his first interview ever. He's out there had a tryout for TNA. TNA is very much in the position of they're going to start signing the independent talent like a Zoe Starks that doesn't sign with the WWE, doesn't sign with an AEW. And it's not a slight against that talent. It's that they're going to get the bigger opportunity here than they are going to be somewhere else, to where they might get more money, but they're going to get smaller stage time, smaller in-ring time, smaller opportunity. Michael, hey, Big Nick and chat. It's my first time also here in the chat room. I'm enjoying it. Thanks for having me, sir. Fair enough, Michael. I think you might have been here before, but I digress. But no, absolutely. Big things popping in here. We're the TNA. We're the TNA of wrestling streams out there. We're the land of opportunity out there. We try and click on anybody and everybody as much as we can out there. Always, like, I was out here, and shout out to KJ, do it every Wednesday for the most part by himself, solo and everything. Of engaging with y'all makes this so much more of an experience and a thing and a whole live active conversation, instead of, you want to just see me eat dinner and watch my computer monitor, because we could do that too, because I don't want to do that. I don't think even I wouldn't want to do that. So yeah. No, and I like that it's everybody's out here of get pushback. Oh, here, wouldn't have thought of this. Like, I respectfully, and I apologize, can't remember who brought it up in the chat about Shayna signing with TNA. Hadn't even crossed my mind, but 100% instantly becomes a viable conversation and a super interesting conversation, because she's somebody that, if she's still Shayna Baszler, and imagine you get the TNA, well, no, Bloodsport's done, Josh Barnett, part of creative TNA, just saying, maybe, I don't know, but you get a Shayna out there as your knockouts champion. She can be that dominant champion for quite a bit and kind of just run the roost out there. And that'd be super interesting. Like, game sharpens game, and she can be somebody out there that just becomes, what you sharpen your blade against. I'm excited to see what Avery Styles will do. It'll be interesting. Like, does he should you put him out there with BDE and Rich Swann? Of hey, we're just kind of the influencers of Rich Swann's doing the our truth of I'm trying to look young while still being in my late 40s. But yeah, do you like? Does he have to go towards anything super prominent soon, or can he just kind of have some feuds? Like, I would hate, honestly, if they put him in the Ultimate X match, which I assume is what they're going to do, excuse me, with the 6-man match, excuse me again, after Leon cashed in option C. I assume they're going to do a 6-man match at Bound for Glory, and we won't say what it specifically is right now. So we'll announce later that it's Ultimate X because we'll bring that back. I wouldn't want Avery Styles in that match because if he loses, then you're going to have people starting to already chirp and act like they're burying him or that it's a failure or anything. Like, I wonder if you just let him kind of do some shit. Like what he was already kind of doing on the Indies when he was taking on, like, I'm just Marcus Mathers. He took on -1. He took on um Brody's kid and everything. That can be a thing. Have him still kind of work his way up versus he instantly jumps up into a title match. But will certain fans be okay with that? Are they going to act like it's an issue because of that? As I got the ref holding up the belts as we about to got the match about to start out here. The TNA World Tag Team Title Match player. Holla, holla, holla. Let Avery face Frankie at Bound for Glory. That's not a bad shout. Of the student beats the mentor, Obi versus Kenobi. I don't know. It's still interesting that you've got like the custody battle fight a little bit over Avery. So could it be? Would you do just against Frankie, or would you do a triple threat? And if he wins, he's his own boss. He's his own man. I am. Marcus Mathers. Marcus Matthews is Ilya 2.0. No, he's American Slim Shady. Yeah. I get the slight comparable because skinny guy, blonde hair, shortcut, but no, Ilya's still. I almost wonder if they could do it in quick enough time that Ilya shows up. Does a Sheamus show up on Sunday, but does an Ilya show up? Or does he show up on like the Wednesday after or something? 2 count, 2 count. A triple threat would be cool too. Yeah, well, I just wonder what they're gonna do with Avery. That's the biggest question. Of it was interesting even with him showing up, and is he signing? Is he not? I know Anthony was pretty locked in of yeah, he gonna do that thing. But it does make sense of you got the lineage of it's a legacy hire more than I'll say a legacy hire if that's okay instead of a nepo hire. But now it's he still only has like 9 matches. He is not Braun Breaker. He is not Obafemi. He is not a fucking world beater right now, respectfully. So you have to treat this a little bit with kid gloves. As Sosa grabbing the nemesis, the face and stature, I mean, with who? Oh, no, because Ilya's smaller than Mathers. But like I said, we got there in different ways. But I still say is what I say. Callum, Zoe Starks, and TNA, and I think that's a really good hire. I think that makes sense not only for Zoe for the talent. I think it also makes sense for TNA. That's why even like a Shayna, who I think might be doing stuff with MLW, maybe I would aid if Shayna could actually do shit in Japan. Respectfully, I would personally really like to see that. Even honestly, I'd say Zoe. Being honest. but you could go back to if Shayna shows up in TNA, I think it would be a great move for all parties involved. And you get that Daria Ray tie-in of, hey, we're not saying we're kind of aligned, but we might be kind of aligned, and we're all kind of shooty fighters and everything. Of you don't want to deal with these hands as Sosa with a big drop kick. Don't hinder, in my opinion, they signed him because AJ has been very public about coming out of retirement to team with Avery in a big company like TNA or WWE. Was speaking of a man who teams with people. My tag team partner, my brother from an Atlanta mother. Actually from a Buffalo mother by way of Atlanta. I don't know. But you know what I mean. My brother from some other person. I'll say
Right.
that politely. Me waving politely. But of is it with it just on one hand makes so much sense of Avery, AJ, the connection. It makes too much. It's like if Peyton Manning actually has it, or like the Colts need to almost sign or draft Arch Manning just because Manning Colts of like it's synonymous with
Right.
the franchise name at this point. You think of TNA, AJ's the guy who built his whole legacy on TNA. He's the guy that puts the name in the place. Like, where does Avery go though? Does Avery jump towards a title, or does Avery have to not set up chairs but pay his dues?
I think he has to work for it for a bit. Like, I will be surprised. I'll say this.
Well,
I'll
I'm
be
gonna let you say
surprised.
this while you. We're towards the end, so I'm gonna let you work for this for a minute, and I'll be back.
I'll say this though. I think Avery Styles may be in the Bound for Glory X Division Championship match. So that if you're just tuning in, the X Division title will be defended at Bound, not defended. I'm sorry, will crown a new X Division champion at Bound for Glory. It will be in a 6-person match, and they're having qualifying matches that start next week. Each winner will be a participant in the match at Bound for Glory. I can see Avery Styles being a part of that. I can see Avery Styles potentially winning. Not the title. I'm talking about winning a qualifying match. If they get him in a qualifying match just quickly and then into the X Division Championship match at Bound for Glory, they have something big for him down the line. I think that's where we're at this point with him. Um, but we are at the main event. We are at the tag team title match. We could get some new tag team champions tonight, just like we got a new TNA Knockouts television title champion. I'm excited about that. On my pause, I had to go create a video, make a video, and hype up M by Elegance as the greatest thing, to ever step foot in TNA wrestling. I am going to get to the chat in just a second, but we are at the main event. If you haven't put your predictions in for the main event, put your predictions in. Almighty Pop down here says, I got a question for you guys and chat. Who do you think is better currently and expect to be better in the future, Leon or Javon? I'm not trying to be biased because I love TNA, but I think Leon Slater is a lot better than Javon Evans. I'll say it like that. Maybe we can ask that question when Nick returns, but I really like Leon Slater. Michael down here says, I want to see Mandy Rose in TNA wrestling. Mandy Rose is doing good in her other career, as I'll put it, as I will put it. Leon is the future. Leon is definitely the future. Definitely the future of. I really think Leon Slater has re-signed with TNA, and they're just not. He quietly re-signed, and they're just not, kind of announcing it. Especially having him in this high-profile match at Bound for Glory against Nick Nemeth. But Leon Slater is definitely the future. I definitely see that. Also, I think in a couple of years we'll be saying Avery Styles is the future. Um, so I think TNA is going to do a good job with Avery Styles. I think he's going to do some big things in TNA. They're gonna get behind him, for sure. As
Well, I'll
Nick,
get behind you with big things. Pause. But I may not be the future. I'm the present now. But I, Avery in that match, if you fast track him to a title or
I'll
anything,
be surprised.
I would rather see him develop and see him kind of grow. He still's only got 9 matches. Like,
Yeah.
let's not forget that he's still, at best, he's still green as goo shit.
Oh
So
yeah.
let's not act like he's his dad right out the
Oh
gate.
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not trying to act like.
But I'm not saying you are. I'm not
Yeah.
saying you are. Don't take offense. Don't take offense.
But
No offense. Hi, neighbor. No.
yeah, I would be surprised if they put him in that X Division title match so quickly. And I don't think I said that in my little like spiel there. I was trying to get to that point, but then I just started rambling. But I would be
You were busy about how you know, and my elegance out there. One, have I even thought of instantly of that? You don't want no problem. You just talk like you do. That 100% needs to be a thing. But yeah, as we're back in the action, the final 70 minutes or so on here. Because again, no overrun, allegedly.
No overrun.
Allegedly.
And right at 10, or it'd be 11.
But Leon versus Javon, if Javon adds a little bit of size, he, I think, clears Leon. Because Javon's just taller, and Javon's a bit better on the mic. And respectfully, I think Javon has a leg up because he's already in the WWE system. So if he bulks up a little bit, I think he has it. I'm not saying that it's not a super close race. Like, it's literally flip a coin. And honestly, that could be a future match that I want to see at WrestleMania fucking 55 for all I know. But if I had to put my money on somebody right now, I'd take Javon.
Okay.
That is the most okay face. You can have that. Okay.
Because I was trying to think if I could even provoke an argument, and I can't. I'm like, oh okay, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
Two sides of the same coin out here. But again, I won't yell at you for agreeing with you, and you won't yell at me for agreeing with me. But either way, you can make the case of it's a great conversation and a great talking point, because it's very much, you can split hairs and you can argue it to the fucking hills, because either works. And
yeah, absolutely.
A blessing more than a curse.
No, you're right about that. You're definitely right about that. They are announcing, just a side note here, they are announcing the card for next week. The Knockouts Tag Team Championships will be on the line. It's an open challenge. So Kiera and Ali are defending against, whoever. Taylor Wilde.
Whatever. We'll always be together.
Taylor Wilde, I'm gonna freak out next week.
I just said Zoe, and we got Zoe, but we'll go with that.
Yeah, we did get Zoe, so that's a plus. But obviously, I don't think it'll be anybody in the Elegance brand, so it has to be some debuting tag team, because we don't have too many tag teams in the Knockouts division. So it has to be somebody, right? But yeah, that's interesting next week. Also, we got 2 qualifying matches, or 1 qualifying match next week. And then Dutch will be taking on BDE. And then Zoe Starks has her first match next week. So she'll be teaming with your favorite person, Zaya Brookside, to take on Indy Hartwell. And
when you were on your pause and everything as Nemeth with a
Harley Hudson
out here. But you just now seeing like a Zoe Starks out there, of if a Shayna shows up, of you're starting to see to where there looks like there's 2 divisions within the same division. Of you have one that looks like high school, I'm Zaya Brookside and this is the Disney Channel. When you have other people within the same division that should be challenging for that belt. Yeah.
Did you say from the Disney Channel?
Zy Brooks. Tell me Zy Brookside doesn't look like, I'm Zy Brookside, and this is the Disney Channel. Now back to Hannah Montana. Now back to Cruz Montana.
Oh, he hit the Swanton. What is it? The Swanton 450, but Ryan Nemeth pulled him out the ring. I don't know why Ricky Sosa didn't see him.
Well, Ricky Sosa, K2 taped up, but so you think that we're gonna get new tag champs?
I kind of feel it, but I mean, obviously we may not, but I kind of feel that, like, because somehow they have to drop those tag team titles before. Oh shoot!
Jumping cutter, Sosa, bang, bang.
That was nice.
That's your warning shot, Oos. Bow.
That was nice.
A person who would fit in TNA, in my opinion, is Ivy now. Absolutely. Where are the Creeds? Mm-hmm. Where are the Creeds?
Yeah, where are they? I know they were on AAA for a bit, I think. So
could they go back to Ready, Willing, and Gable?
Could. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." This has been a really good main event.
And then we got the supersized version of both of them in Ricky Sosa if he continues to improve. Fair. Well, with Javon and okay, I see what you're saying with Javon and Leon. Oh, is Leon up over? Leon and Javon both have that Jeff Hardy charismatic enigma kind of vibe.
Oh, like, Ricky Sosa,
I don't know what it is about you, but I like you. Caught him up. Power bomb.
Nice power bomb.
Two. And hit that jackknife on him. Hit that stretch out on the tights. Or that last ride.
Shoot, we got like 1 minute.
Do they go? Hey, we didn't get an AEW overrun. He lent it down to TNA. Just pass it down. He paid it forward.
Impact.
Cut into a zigzag.
Oh, shoot.
Sosa jumped for it.
That's it. 1, 2.
And the air left the building.
Good
Elvis
match
has left the building along with the air because I mean it was cool. He jumped into a cutter, but also jumped into a zigzag,
right?
And now they got a whole nother show to make them watch.
Oh no, this is it. I've been to the tapings. They're
okay, fair enough. I didn't know. Well, we was out here Monday at 6:00, and we still got SmackDown after that we won't talk about yet.
No, they're good.
Spoilers, but we'll be here.
Yeah, they tape from 7 to 11. So
fair enough. So the Nemesis is
retained
celebrating.
All right. Well, that's the end of Impact as The Rock.
How fitting when Optimus Prime passes away, the Decepticons leave winning. Out there,
right? And it's been like a heel heavy thing for TNA since lockdown. It's just been heel heavy for TNA.
Well, Daria Ray was out there. Think about it. We celebrated Zoe Stark showing up, but that's the heel moment of a good bit of the show was, like you said, heel heavy.
Yeah, it was definitely a heel heavy for lockdown, and then tonight you're ending it with the heel. So something. It makes me wonder how we lead to Bound for Glory, how Bound for Glory may be the shift to the faces, right? Because lockdown was really strong heel. So I guess we'll see in the coming weeks as we get towards Bound for Glory.
Ali, who just won, still out there in the hospital bed. I punctured my lung. I can't do it. I can't make it and everything. But while Hotch is still out there fighting. What is your rating out of 10 so far tonight for TNA?
I'm at a 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at a 7.5. Really like the main event. Obviously, End by Elegance and Jada Stone. That was fun. We got
that carry the night because that's like I said it earlier. That's women's match of the week.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. Zoe Starks showing up, that was surprising. So yeah, seven. I'm 7.5. I'm solid 7.5.
Fair, okay. I'll go with 7. I'll go a tad below. I do like that Zoe was there. Um, the Am by Elegance Jada Stone match, that
So good, perfection.
in the contention for, like, if we could ever do like match of the month, that might be something Anthony could do, a top 10 match of the month out there. But I think that's up there. That was a really good match. And especially, I even joked, but it's serious. You turned me into an M by Elegance fan just when that match, because I thought it was all but signed, sealed, and delivered if Jada's still going to
Jada
win, but
Stone,
it's going to
yeah,
be a good match. And it was a great match.
yeah. I I used to actually do a top 10 favorite matches for each month. But I kept getting these comments about, well, you didn't watch this show, you didn't watch that show, it was this match, and I got sick of it. So I don't know if that will ever come back.
Well, no, so then that's what we need to know. So then that's if we get the demand out there. So we did that. And then
Yeah.
if we get the demand of, hey, well, Stardom just had like the top 3 matches, 3 out of the top 10 matches of the month. All right, let's see if we can try and find a way that we can watch that or anything, or help grow the
Yeah.
channel to where we're doing this the full time gig, and me and Anthony can be out there at 3 o'clock in the morning watching Japanese women wrestle
Right,
and all
right.
that. But yeah,
But yeah,
no,
I did
100%
turn
of
you
my
into.
sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I did turn you into an End by Elegance fan. In the process of that ending, you became an End by Elegance fan, so that was
Literally,
beautiful.
wanted to hate on it, wanted to walk in just to gangbang, just, walk in on different turf of like, smell like bitch up in here and everything, and try and act tough and all of that. And by the end of it, you don't want no problem. You just talk like you do. Out there down with, why did we even get M by Heather?
Right. We both were talking about that. Why didn't we get M
Well, is
M
this
by
the end of times
M
for
and
the
Heather?
Elegance brand?
It may be. I was thinking like when you were on well, I took a pause, but I was thinking on my pause that maybe Ash by Elegance returns and she gets jealous that M is holding gold, and then that's kind of the dissension of the group. I don't want the group to be disbanded, but if it comes to that, all groups have to end at some point. If it comes to that, I feel like it'd be maybe hash like hash brown,
Ash by Elegance.
Ash and M colliding because M has that title.
Well, I guess that's also your way of saying that you have Heather siding with Ash, of it be
Yes.
Hash and everything. Now, who gets Mr. Elegance in the divorce out here?
I
Will someone please think of the children?
I think it's going to return to the original because the original Elegance brand was I'm sorry, Heather and Ash and the concierge. I feel like it'll return to that and break away from that. That's what I feel like.
Could you see just Heather and them being their own thing, and it's just Ash and Iceman, Ash and the
I can see that
concierge?
too. Because it started off with just Iceman
Just
and
her,
Ash
she
too.
goes on a solo
Yeah.
run, and it's
She
her,
goes
and
on a
that's
solo
Heart
run.
My Herald.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can see that happening too. I can definitely see that happening too.
Right? But 7.5, I really enjoyed both those title matches, and Zoe Starks as the cherry on top.
Yes.
We got a Zoe. We got a Zoe.
Yes, that is huge for TNA with having Zoe Starks, in TNA wrestling. Very, very
Right.
huge for TNA.
Spaz, what up, Brad? I see you. 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 6.5, 7.5. I think you are a 7. You were at a 7.5, and I was at a 7. But we'll be back here at a 7:30. There, we'll split the difference at a
Yes.
7:30 out here for Friday Night SmackDown of Anthony making his SmackDown debut out there on the blue brand, my guy.
Yes, it's been a minute. I'll be here tomorrow. So it's 2 days of Nick and Anthony. And I think KJ returns on Sunday for the triple dipper, the triple header.
Triple dipper. Go to Wendy's, folks. Go to KFC, go to Popeyes, go to wherever your local food establishment is and ask for the triple dipper. But no, sorry.
Yeah, so I'm excited for SmackDown tomorrow. I do want to see the fallout, even though I haven't been with catching WWE lately, but I want to see the fallout of Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and CM Punk. I do want to see
SmackDown has very much taken a turn. WWE, I think, as a whole, has taken a turn. I would say post SummerSlam WWE has been better than pre SummerSlam WWE.
Yeah, and I've heard that, and I actually watched SmackDown in its entirety last week, and it wasn't bad. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm excited for SmackDown tomorrow to see what happens.
Absolutely. But yes, no, triple header out here. Of now I'm at this point just stalling for time, pantomiming. Of any final thoughts out here, sir, before we're back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow?
No final thoughts. We'll be back here tomorrow for SmackDown. We'll be back here for I'm sticking with Triple Dipper for Sunday.
I love it. Now you're just making me hungry, especially this late in the evening with the vitamins and everything. I'm sorry, it just made me hungry. I'm like, food.
But that is all I got. I'm gonna pass it on back to Nick.
There we go, honey dip out here. Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you talk about that wrestling, but about that for life with it.
See you tomorrow for SmackDown.